and his dad beeping the horn. What did I say about someone sees a GoPro? That's the third time someone's beeped their horn when they've seen the GoPro.
Jamie said, there's Uncle Matt, we better not interrupt his GoPro.
Yeah.
I said, no, that's what
Jamie's considerate. He obviously didn't get it from you.
He's embarrassing to drive around with.
I know. What do you think? How did I grow up? Well, g'day guys. It is whatever day it is of harvest. I can't remember anymore, but we are still here contracting with the wheat, and I am in the chase bin, which first time for the season. I don't really get much of a go at the chase bin these days, but yeah, I've been about doing a couple of things the last couple of days. Haven't really filmed much, just because, yeah, if I filmed every day I would not have time to edit all the footage, so yeah, you just gotta cherry pick some of the moments. But I've done a couple of things. I retrofitted the air conditioning compressor on the Western Star, so I changed that over to a Sandon type compressor, which is just a more common type of compressor and less likely to fail. So that is, yeah, that's what I did, was that yesterday I think, and then today there was just a little bit of spraying in a couple of spots.
We've got Matt on the chaser with a GoPro. Surprise.
Phil's been cheeky. Well, I haven't really picked up the GoPro for 2 days, and you decide to pick on me right now.
Well, I just look over and I see this camera in your face.
Well, wouldn't have to if you used yours more.
Yeah, that's true. I don't even know where it is, to be honest. I think Jamie had it last.
I think it's behind you in the header there, Phil.
Ah, darn it.
I saw it in there the other day. Oh dear. Anyway, so yes, it's all progressing rather nicely. So yeah, we're just still the same old. We've got 2 headers going, heap of trucks coming, and we're just going for it. So we're still a few days away from the chickpeas being ready, I think. And yeah, so we're just doing this to fill in the time, and yeah, get as much wheat off for the neighbour as possible. Well guys, we've just had some dinner. We had to pull up. The mother bins were a bit full. What have you? Oh, the sunset.
Nearly.
I got the chief director here. Oh, I missed the sunset. Still looks good though. So yeah, headers are getting back into it. Quick blowdown, quick fill up. And yeah, we've got to move some gear. We're going to try and empty one mother bin and move it down the other end. Yeah, righto. So yeah, we're going to do a bit of a shuffle of gear, and yeah, that way all our utes and the work trailer, compressor, all of that is where we want it. So we'll yeah, tidy up here and get to it. Well, we've got the line up here of the vehicles. Got the cruiser with the water trailer ready. Got Brad. Hey, I know it's a good setup, isn't it? Don't know, it's probably our most expensive ute. What's it on the firefighting trailer for? So, got Phil's ute, it's got the compressor on it, and my ute's got the work trailer. So, yeah. Anyway, we haven't had to use the firefighting trailer yet, but it's here ready. So, it's, yeah, good reassurance, or insurance, whatever you want to call it. So we're all going to jam in and head back down to where the mother bins and the trucks are, and yeah, I'll get on the chaser bin, I think. Do I get the front seat?
Yeah.
This isn't helping my nickname that people come up with.
It's not helping your head.
My head.
Won't fit in the door.
Maybe it's just because I'm bigger.
This is Matt's job description. It's keeping all of our lives in a diary form.
Yeah, that's, well, you know, I do often wonder, we'll just ramble a bit, but you know, when we're all your age, Dad, and we're just about losing it,
Yeah.
we can look back at all the videos and see how busy we were once.
Yeah, well, put your seatbelt on, Matt.
Oh, stop the beeping.
We can put that little cheat card in there.
We won't talk about that.
You know, let's not see, folks. What you do when you're out in the paddock, you see these things? They're cattle ear tags. You cut and nick them out, and all of a sudden, when you're in the paddock, you can stop your seatbelt beeping at you.
Emphasising when you're in the paddock.
In the paddock.
In the paddock. So when do you use it, Dad?
In the paddock.
In the paddock,
When
yeah.
he's got
That's
his
good.
hearing aids on, because the bip sends his hearing aids
The
on.
beeping's a bit too hard for your hearing aid, is it?
Amongst other things.
So anyway, it's a pleasant evening. So we're just waiting for the mother bin to be empty enough to move it, and yeah, I've got to get cracking on the chaser. That looks like my job tonight. You got tonight off, Brad?
Yeah.
You reckon?
I'll try and work it that way.
Yeah. Each take it in turns.
Yeah, one left.
Right. You overshot it, Dad. You got to drop Brad off.
Rightio.
Well, guys, it is all happening. I'm racing down to the other end. Dad's in the, might be able to just see some faint lights there. He's in the mother bin. Yeah, the headers are going over there, so I've got to race down and catch them before they have to pull up. But this is also a good test for the murder work lights that we put on the front of this Challenger a little while ago. I actually haven't been in here at night time to test them, but we yeah, I got the spotlight, the spot version of the murder 80 watt work lights, which is on their website, and yeah, put them on the front to see how they would go as spotlights, and actually they match up pretty well. It's got a decent amount of distance, not like a full-on massive spotlights, but what it does do is it gives you a nice little spread out to here as well, and it matches up with the murder spotlight, the murder work lights that we've got on the sides here. So yeah, it actually very even light all the way around, which is excellent. So yeah, the idea worked. We're just clocked over to 10 o'clock, so yeah, everything's going real well still. It's yeah, not getting too well, yeah, the weather seems to be fairly dry and all that, so it's not getting ropey or that. It's very dry, the wheat itself. So but yeah, so we've finally got the other mother bin on its way down to this pad. We ran into a bit of trouble there. We nearly didn't, well, we nearly had to stop the headers, but just because you can't fill up a mother bin and then move it, so you've got to empty one, so then you're only running off one mother bin and trying to empty the other one. so it can be a bit awkward to change over. So generally, when we put a mother bin somewhere, we want to keep it there for as long as possible, where it's still central, where the chaser bins can get to it in good time. But I currently got the full load on now, and yeah, Isaac's in the red chaser bin, and he is going to pick them up now. So all worked out well. But I don't know whether people realise how much logistic and organisation there is with harvest. So you've got basically, with one header and one chaser bin, it's very easy. But that's what we had for quite a few years, because it's just simple. You just harvest and empty it and into the mother bin and get trucks. But when you add two headers to it, that's when it gets really complicated, because both headers have got to be in sync. Yes, you can have a really big chaser bin, so if we had like a 50-ton chaser bin, but it still doesn't help you when you've got to go and unload, and it does take time to unload that 50 tons, and you could have one of the headers filling up and pulling up because it hasn't because you haven't got back in time. So you've got to try and get in sync. You've also got to work out with your mother bins when you move them, what you do there. You've got to juggle trucks because you don't know how long the lineup is in town. We don't generally have on-farm storage that can handle a full crop. So the way it's sort of set up here in Australia, at least anyway, is you've got your main places you put your grain, whether it be Grain Corp or whatever, and a lot of people do it straight from farm. There's a lot of people that do have their own on-farm storage, but to put it in perspective, say if you've got 1,000 hectare property, you're going to need to hold everything in a fairly good year. You're going to need 5,000 to 6,000 tons of storage. So and that's only for 1,000 hectares. So it adds up real quick. Anyway, there's just a lot of logistics, but generally speaking, it's pretty good. The truck's going straight in there, but you just don't know how long of a lineup it is and how long they're going to have to wait, how quick they can get back out here. So then that determines how many trucks you need. It's just it's a big old I don't know, guesswork and all. I don't know what you call it. I'm a bit tired, so anyway, we're going to unload this. I'll top off this mother bin, and then the other one's just there, so that's good. Shoot, there's a lot going on. Topped up enough. Go on to the next mother bin. Hey, there's Brad. He's been here doing some organising with trucks and all sorts. That's where we're up to. So I don't know how much further we'll go tonight. Maybe another hour or so. But yeah, we'll just see how it all unfolds. Well, good morning, guys. It is. What is the time? It is 8:30. Now I probably shouldn't mention that I only rocked up about 15 minutes ago. But anyway, the headers are going, and we're just starting on the first run. We knocked off at about, I think it was about 12:30, I think, last night. So yeah, rolled into bed at 1:05. But anyway, we're alive. So what is happening today is, yeah, much the same. We're probably close to halfway, or would we be over it? I don't know. We'd have to figure it out. But yeah, this whole block is a little bit over 800 hectares that we're doing the contract work for. So yeah, there's a fair bit to get through here. Well guys, I don't know if I've been on the 280 and chased for a little while. It's been, can't remember when I last have, but this was basically what I learned to chase a bit on. We did have the Genesis tractor, very similar to this tractor, but it was a New Holland Genesis, and it was on this chase bin while I was growing up, but it obviously burnt down. When did I think there was a video about that, but yeah, so this tractor replaced that tractor when that one burnt. So yeah, this is going back a few years. Well guys, you might be surprised to learn that Dad has just taken over from Phil for a little while. Give Phil a bit of a break on the header, so he's in front there. I'm still with JD chasing. Apologies for the shaky footage, I'm trying to steer and not crash. So yeah, we'll see how Dad goes. I think he did a little bit on the header last year. He usually does a little bit. He's the relief driver. This is day 4 of the contracting job. Brad's beeping the horn. So, bit of an update. Yes, we've been here for 4 days. Hopefully going to finish tomorrow about lunchtime. So, because we started, we sort of did half a day. I think the total days will be 5. Everyone sees a camera and starts beeping their horn. So yeah, there'll be a total of 5 days. There's what, 2,000 acres, so 800 hectares. So yeah, all like it's been a very cruisy sort of a harvest, this job, because haven't really had any breakdowns, just a few little maintenance things, a couple of bearings. We've still got the bearing to replace in the red chaser bin, but it'll last for today and a bit of tomorrow. So, but yeah, so we're doing about 1,000 tonne a day, so it is coming off really well, and it's just nice to see the grain coming off and the headers working, and we're not elbows deep in fixing them. So the preventative maintenance we did we did a lot of it before harvest started, is at this stage seems to be paying off, but it'll change, I'm sure. So JD's been on header 2 for like, this will be his 3rd day, I think, or 2.5 days or something. So he's just loving life. He's having a ball on there. So he got a bit of a promotion from usually the way it works is you start off with chaser bin. So a lot of the kids start off doing the chaser bin. Then there's eventually get into the Coolman chaser bin. Then the header, do a little bit of that. Then there's trucking, and his Dad beeping the horn. What did I say about someone sees a GoPro? That's the 3rd time someone's beeped their horn when they've seen the GoPro.
Jamie said, "There's Uncle Matt, we better not interrupt his GoPro."
Yeah,
I said, "No, that's what
Jamie's considerate. He obviously didn't get it from you."
He's embarrassing to drive around with.
I know. What do you think? How did I grow up?
Have you?
You know, Jamie, classic embarrassing story.
Yeah.
Do you know what he did? Got me out of school one day for my birthday, took us to Subway and started singing Happy Birthday in the middle of Subway.
That's fair.
Do you know how that feels?
As a teenager,
Yeah.
pretty embarrassing.
Very. So anyway, it's all going well. So we'll hopefully finish off tomorrow, like I said. But yeah, we'll see you guys then. everybody, it is the next morning and yeah, don't have much left. I think Brad's just got 2 strips there and then this one strip, so we'll come down, go back up and then come back and finish on this strip right here. But yeah, Phil pulled out a little bit earlier so we can start blowing it down, just so we're not fighting over the air compressor. I was just giving it a quick blow down, so if I'm yelling at the camera I do apologise, I've got my earplugs in. But yeah, we're going to give it a nice big clean down because of yeah, just the weeds and contamination. So there might be some resistant weeds in this paddock that we don't want on our paddock. So we're going to be fairly thorough giving it a blow down after this job. So that'll take a little while to do both headers, and then not sure yet whether we'll wash them down with the firefighting trailer. But sometimes we do that too. That can just help get the bulk of the weeds and whatever out. Then we're going to head back up, get all geared up, set up. There's a few adjustments we need to make to the headers, and then we'll get going on the chickpeas. Well, it's a bit noisy, but got the firefighter going on here. Phil's just giving it a wash down, done the header, just doing the front now. I've just been blowing down header number 2. Brad just grabbed it for a couple of seconds. We're going to spin it around and then yeah, blow the other side of the header and the other side of the front. Then he'll probably go. And yeah, same thing here with the firefight trailer. So it looks like he's only used about 1,000 litres of water, so we should have plenty to do that. So anyway, guys, it's all happening. We'll not too far off from heading all back. Well, guys, I think we will leave the video there. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, just hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. We will catch you on the next one.